Hello everybody, welcome to another awesome day of live streaming. We have our nearing the end of the Act 1 of Baldur's Gate here, and I'm really excited. I was just going to take a look real quick, see what we've got left, because we really don't have a whole lot. So I'm excited. I hope that you all are excited, and more importantly, I hope that you all had a good week. I know I personally am ecstatic that it's finally time for the weekend. So yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm really glad about that, at the very least. So I'm just trying to see some of the stuff that I can still do. There's really not much, which is great. So yeah, there's not much, which is nice. So I can still do anti-ethel. We also have this thing, the guy who's still trapped, and the dowry. I don't remember where it is. Delivering the head is the easiest though, so we can go ahead and hop to that real quick. Basically, what we're gonna end up with now is I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can quickly, so that we'll be able to say like, hey, let's like move along and do the next thing. So there's Sovereign.
Peacebringer.
Ew! Drowhead.
The drow sought to shatter our circle. Now his flesh may feed its growth.
Oh,
Until
irony.
in death, you have brought this circle life, and thus we name you Life Chanter.
You know, it's funny. The mushrooms act very similarly to what you'll see in a lot of military units, in how you get your call signs
As our circle
for
grows,
stuff.
so shall your song, wherever you go.
So the whole shtick is that you get in the military or in pretty much any circle where you have that type of camaraderie, then you'll what the fudge? They're all just dancing. Oh, see, and it's blooming now. It's got mushrooms. So you'll see people getting nicknames for like the most random stuff. For anybody who's seen Full Metal Jacket, I'm sure you remember you've got like Joker and Pyle and all that kind of thing. Generally for something really stupid that you did. And in this case, it's because it's something very nice that we did. So that's good. I personally have a call sign for some of the stuff that I do, but it's not very interesting at all. And it doesn't really make sense. I think some of the folks who give out the names, the call signs, need a little bit of work on their naming. Alright, so we're just gonna deal with anti-ethel here.
Just an insect. I'm sure you'll survive. Besides, it probably figured you for a tasty treat.
So there's what's his face. There it is. That's what we want. We want the tea house. Like I said, at this point, I'm just like, let's finish stuff off. I'm not really going to try to bother with doing this in a proper way. But, oh, I know what I can do. we can... Let me see.
Hello, Sweeten. I'm still waiting for someone with the spare eye. Keep your own little nose in your own little dish. I don't like busybodies. Ta-ta, pet.
Let's see. Let's give her one of Shart's eyes.
Let's try this way.
Since she's so annoying about it. So basically, for anybody who doesn't remember, my main character, Rev 2.0, lost an eye because we were trying to get rid of the...
Sweetness. You going to give me one of those precious peepers? A touch, but sure you've 2 eyes in your skull, don't you? No need to be precious. I'm afraid that's my business, Petal. It's nothing nefarious, though. I promise. Glorious. One moment. Auntie needs her real nails for this.
So, our main character ended up losing an eye because somebody tried to perform surgery to remove a parasite from our skull. Didn't work out so well. The other guy I was using, Will,
Much better.
he lost an eye quite a while ago.
Skin is fierce, restrictive.
Also, this is a hag.
Indeed, I am. And a fabulous one at that.
There you go.
Many get to see a hag in all her glory. Consider yourself blessed. Now choose, which eye will it be? Right or left?
See, this is where we go.
You absolute idiot.
So the other thing with this, in particular at least, is that at the moment, at least, we're going to be running into some issues when it comes to trying to deal with Auntie here. Because she is annoying AF. And the bigger problem is that she's got friends. And because she has friends, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But that's why I said, forget it, screw it, whatever, we'll deal. But you'll see, we'll get into some more fun stuff. So here come the little dudes. The nice thing is they're all far enough away that they have to dash, so they can't do anything, at least not immediately to us. Okay, never mind. So now I have to chase her in addition to dealing with these little douchebags. Wow, 23 isn't enough to kill him? That's insane.
Down the hatch.
Okay, good. I mostly just wanted to make sure I got rid of the prone, not the prone, the whole person condition there. Okay, you are the lamest sword of the Sword Coast or whatever that I have ever seen, bro. It's okay, we'll deal with these guys quickly. What is with Will getting critical misses? He's terrible. Let's see here. So we've got very few spell slots. So the problem that we're going to run into now is a distinct lack of spell slots. The problem is that I don't want to take a rest, because if I rest, it's highly likely that our quarry will get away. And I don't have any short rests, unfortunately. So here's what we're going to do. Luckily, I bought a bunch of health potions.
No time to rest.
Now, incidentally, I hope that everybody's got either fun plans or no plans for the weekend. Either way works fine. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, so here's a fun thing that you can do with your friends. Stand next to your friends. And then throw this right here. It's a relatively annoying but still very viable way to heal multiple people with a single single potion.
If not over, then through.
Incidentally, also something to consider if you ever need quick healing in the middle of combat. You don't have a healer or even an off healer, just chuck a healing potion at them. It works. Generally speaking, if you play like regular D&D,
I can't.
You are as thick as they come.
it'll be allowed for that as well.
This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out! Oh, the cocky ones are my favorite to chew on. Keep going, Pickle. And please.
What is this place?
So this is where it gets interesting.
My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to help the deadly disease that
Unfortunately, I don't have any way to get rid of petrification, so I can't help him.
Don't look.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again. Images flash. A man carrying a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry. A scene appears in your mind. Two paladins and a cleric marching through the door. shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, peddler.
Oof.
You see an image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run.
Luckily, I'm a sorcerer, which means that charisma is my best trait. So hopefully, awesome.
You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. The lightest touch of hope brushes your mind.
So that means that the door is an illusion.
No, no, don't look. Mustn't look, mustn't see.
You realize there's magic at work. Sometimes.
Me, dead, dead, flesh rotten, bone shining. No, gods, don't hurt me. Oh, please, 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 no. For mind dripping, flesh peeling, mind flayer. No. Stop. I'm intentionally blessing that.
Feel the barest hint of life.
Away! Away! Don't look. Don't.
There we go. Sometimes getting through illusions in this game is a little bit annoying. Because you may know it's an illusion, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We've got these folks here. We are going to do the classic... Nah, never mind. Crap. I keep forgetting that Sacred Light is a spell. It really annoys me. It's not a cantrip.
This is my happy place.
So for anybody unfamiliar in D&D and by extension Baldur's Gate here, the way that the way that a lot of this stuff works, the way that like distance and things like that works, or the way that spells work, is that you have a specific number of spell slots that you can use.
You're not gonna like this, mate.
And once you run out of spells, you can no longer cast spells. But you also have cantrips. Cantrips are things that you can just do whenever. Think about like a card magician. Like, no matter what, you can hand them a deck of cards and there is something they can do with those cards. It may not be the most impressive thing because they haven't prepped for it, but it will be pretty cool still. If they have prep time and all that kind of thing, it would be something even more impressive. That's sort of what we're looking at when it comes to these things. That's why it tends to be a better idea to use it tends to be a better idea to use your cantrips as much as possible because again they don't cost anything. And you know, I still don't know what to do with these masks.
What's next, I wonder?
I've played this game through a handful of times. Not very many times. Not nearly as many as a lot of other folks have. But to this day, I still have no clue what to do with these stupid masks. You collect all of them, you collect the whole set, but whatever. My guess, and the one thing that I haven't actually tried, is getting the masks that are in the room before this and putting them on so that you can basically be disguised as a friend. Alright, now here's a problem. You know, they need to work on their separation of information here. There's a minor glitch, well, not a glitch, but a minor bug in the display of information here that you may be able to notice. You see how it says noxious fumes ash and there's no separation between them? Normally you'd have like a semicolon or a comma or something like that, but for whatever reason they don't have it. The bigger issue right now is just trying to figure out if we can get past this stuff, but I don't believe we can. I think we're just kind of stuck with it. I don't see any mechanism to shut it off. So what we can do is try this. Where's Sharp?
I'm ready. On I go then.
Still breathing, despite everything. Watch how you go. Try. Defender of the people.
Do this. Oh no, I'm not even gonna try that.
Checking things out.
Just move, everybody. No.
There, in the cage.
Looks like a trap there.
10 we can deal with. I don't have somebody who's really dexterous, So dexterity is the real skill that you need for sleight of hand, disabling traps, taking locks, stuff like that.
Interfere in my business.
But see, I personally do.
Call to face
See, I got my
me
lock
in the
picks.
heart of my lair. You petulant bollocks! I'll rip your spine out your asshole. I'll use your blood to spice my stew. I'll keep you alive until I've sucked the marrow from your bones. And then I'll bring you back and do it all over again. Just get out of here!
That sounds most unpleasant.
You want the girl so bad. Fine.
Damn it, the cage! Gotta put out that fire!
Where is Auntie? There she is. Oh, it's one of these things. That's right.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Shoot, I have 0 spell slots left. Oh, that's not good. Do I have water? Like, seriously, I literally just need some water. Use grease. Chuck grease at it. You know, that'll make it better, right? Okay, seriously, I just need water. There we go. What? I don't understand. Hang on, let me try this again. Oh, there we go.
And away I go.
Alright, cool.
This is gonna feel good.
So we put the fire out on the cage. I'm not sure if there is a reliable method to figure out which is the real one. So what we're going to do is we are just going to try and shoot as many as we can. Because that happens. Alright, Shark. Of course. You know, you can be like your friend and hit a target outside your normal range, right? Let's use Blade Ward. It makes no difference. I don't know why I have Blade Ward. I never use it. Bugger. So you remember that thing that I mentioned about having people all gathered up and being able to just toss a healing potion to help out? This is where it comes in handy. Or at least it would if you had an action remaining. No action, no nothing.
Yes.
So we're just gonna have to deal. Okay, let's see here. What can we do?
Ready for this?
Now, I believe they all have the same. Okay, so that's the real one.
Battle favors the fearless. Finding my way.
The thing is that I still want to get rid of the fakes. As much as I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave one fake because I think that'll basically make it so that she doesn't produce more fakes.
Onward.
Again, I think, no idea. Okay. Let's see. This is the healing that we really want. Heal up on will. We don't have enough movement. Really? Really? Freaking seriously? Fine. I'll just use. So I have said the bird because the bird is the word. Vicious mockery. For some reason, I doubt that poison works against her, but we can pretend.
Ready for another round?
So let's find out. I have no frenzy left.
Well, well. Look what we have.
As a barbarian, I am out of frenzy. At least we can daze her. Alright, we got this.
Wait! Wait just a tick!
Uh-huh. Yeah, now you want to parlay.
Waste of time. I'll find a way to return. Always have, always will. But it's...
Oh, you were talking to your mama, Rev?
So how
Oh, that's
long
awesome.
we been
I'm the same way.
confused about
I always talk to my mama.
I have something you want.
Although more recently, all my mama wants to talk about is why I don't want to show up to the family reunion. So it's a little tougher. But anyway, well, you're just in time now to help us figure out what to do with the hat. So you missed it, Rev, because we took care of another minor quest. We delivered the head of a drow, and now we're here dealing with Auntie Ethel because we're just trying to wrap up as much as possible so that we can just move on into the next act here. So let's see here.
But she's worthless to you. Let me leave with the girl, and I'll give you power. You want to be stronger, tougher, smarter? Done. Anything is possible.
Ability score +1.
Let me keep the girl and her babe.
That's the key.
If anything, we wouldn't have beaten her. Finish this.
It's your choice, sweetness.
Oh, dang. Oh, I vote we try for the intimidation. That's my vote, personally. I mean, we are a sorcerer. We got the charisma. We can try it at least. How do I not have training in deception? Or intimidation? All right, here we go. Ready? I'm not going to watch. That's the sad noise. I'm going to roll again. Okay, come on. Good vibes, everybody. Good vibes. That might do it. Boom! Oh, diggy dog.
You greedy little bollocks.
Here.
I'll not soon forget this sweetness. You have my word.
But the deal. What about my husband? What happens to him?
Deals off, you dumb cow. And you've him to thank for it. Not that it matters. I'll find another just as plump and ramp. I can set up shop elsewhere. People always need lotions and potions. If I ever see you again, you'll have a tentacle for a tongue. Bye-bye, petal.
You bastard! You ruined it! You ruined everything!
Okay, so what should we do? Which of our it's not letting me show inventory. Which of our skills or our ability score should we increase? Do you want to do? I mean, charisma is the classic for a sorcerer, but we could do anything. I vote either con or charisma. See, charisma. That's the way.
Ethel was going to bring my husband back from the dead, and now I'll never see him again. Because of you!
Is that a fact? Hag wasn't going to help you.
I had everything figured out. Just a bit longer and my child would have been born. And all this would have been over.
Remember, kids, never trust a hag.
Don't judge me. I have nothing. My baby would have been raised in rags. Auntie Ethel promised to give this child a good life. Teach them magic even. More than I could have done.
Yeah. Hags don't help no one.
I asked you, did I? I didn't ask for any of this. I just wanted Connor back. Now I have to drag his corpse back home, coffin and all, because a goddamn grave is the closest I'll get to seeing him again. I hope you're happy.
I mean, technically we succeeded on the quest, so... Woo! Let's see, hair. Consume. So we now have an 18 charisma. That's another +1. Okay, let's see what we got. What should we give Will? So, Hunger of Hadar is solid. I'm leaning towards that. Counterspell is also a classic. Ooh, this is a tough call. Flight can definitely have its uses, as can Darkness. But I'm really leaning the Hunger of Hadar. That's a really, really solid one. I don't know. What are we thinking, Rev? We have some pretty solid classics. I mean, the curses, remove curse can be good. Again, the issue is that most of these are circumstantial. And it's like, oh, I happen to have that. See, this is why you need a wizard, because they can have 8 bajillion spells available. The nice thing is that with Will, doing counterspell means that it's virtually guaranteed that the thing will work, because warlock spells are different. I mentioned before that we've got spell slots, so part of the thing that spell slots do is you've got spell slot levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This game doesn't go all the way up to 9, but actual D&D does. All-consuming, repelling outside. Yay! You can't be charmed or frightened. So it's nice in the sense that we... what was I saying? I was saying words, and now I forgot them. Right, circumstances and things and whatnots and the likes. So circumstantially and that's right, the spell slots. Spell slots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can cast a spell at a higher slot to make it more powerful, do more damage, shoot more bolts, whatever it happens to be. The way warlocks work is no matter what, you cast a spell at the highest, the highest spell slot that you have access to, no matter what. The problem is that you have very limited, a very limited number of spell slots. Now, for any of you who keep track of all of these things, uh-oh. Hey, Baldur's Gate. This is a good way to get follow-on quests. It's one of the things I absolutely love about this game is how things work in terms of the bad guys and everything coming back and just kind of being available and not going away. So like Auntie Ethel, we didn't kill her. She's not dead. That means that she can certainly come back. It is absolutely possible. Now we have a bit of an issue, though.
Gods, didn't hear you coming. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
Let's say a prayer.
Please. Connor used to say only a fool turned down the divine.
Oh, crap. So, fun fact. While Shadowheart, affectionately referred to as Shart, is a cleric, she is an evil cleric. And cleric of Shar is an inherently evil god. So, yeah.
What in the hell was that? Get away from us! Now!
Not the best idea as far as a prayer is concerned.
Gods, the thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again. Not even a little bit. But I will be. No! He deserves a proper burial. We were just kids when we met. He got right up and pushed me back. We've barely spent a day apart since. You're a miserable bastard, you know. I'm sorry.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
So I remember there's...
Gods, The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over. We were just kids when we met. We got right up and pushed. We've barely spent a day apart since. I'm sorry.
Don't be shy.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not every...
That's weird. So that's a little bit of a glitch. I intended to move the entire thing, but it looks like only the lid was removed, but it wasn't. The important thing is that we've finished our Auntie Ethel thing, and so, hooray. Can we... How can we help?
Listen.
Gods! The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again. Not even a little bit. We were just kids. We got right up. We've barely spent a day apart since. I'm so...
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try doing a long rest. See if that helps. Right, quick.
No one stopped me yet. Should mind my step.
I need a long rest anyway, so may as well. Oh!
The fabric creature. It's the owlbear cub you rescued.
You guys, I got my owlbear comb! Look at how cute! So
The
cute!
cub's eyes lock onto the food in your hand.
How cute!
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
Shut up, Shart!
I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
Shart is a bitch. Can't appreciate an adorable owlbear cub. Y'all saw how cute that thing was. I will gladly lay my life on the line to save that owlbear cub. I'm just saying. No harm will come to it. Asterion is still naked. Homie just don't care. That's, you know, mad respect for you, bro.
I should speak up.
I can't believe it didn't work. That all of this was for nothing. No! He deserves a proper burial. He deserves some rest. And he won't get that here. We were just kids. We got right. We've barely spent a day apart since. Not even a little bit. You're a miserable bastard. I'm sorry.
So that's the thing. I don't know what I can do to help. That was probably a bad idea.
Hands on everything.
Like, just generally speaking, that deserves a save, scum. I'm sitting here thinking that it would allow me to bust open the top, but no. Let me see. I can try spells. I may have Speak with Dead. That could do it. Let's see here. Moonrise Tower. No, can't do. Okay.
Best be on my way. Here we go.
Mushroom circle. So incidentally, lore of, you know, magical creatures of various sorts and the whatnots would tell you that the mushroom circles are also known as fairy circles. It's a means for fairies to communicate and do all sorts of weird stuff, including transport themselves.
Time to dance.
So what I'm trying to do here is figure out just how I might be able to reach. Okay, search the lair. So, well, that was dumb. That was my bee. Where are y'all going? I swear, the pathfinding in this game is absolutely wackadoodle. Are y'all still gonna be walking? They are. They're still... Okay, I'll just... Pathfinding is gonna pathfind. I'll just kind of let them do it. Okay, so we're just kind of going all the way around. Got it. I mean, props to the AI for figuring it out. Okay, let's see here. Well, that was easy. I know. What is this? Staples? That's a joke for all of you old folks who actually know what a Staples is.
Very well.
So this part's fun.
It didn't work. That all of it. What? You feel a surge of power from the wand. The air suddenly tastes acrid. It wants to be used.
Bring it back! Bring Connor back! Please!
Oh, dang. Rev, what should we do? I mean, we all know what this is leading to. We all know what's going to happen here. You make a deal with a hag, then it's kind of like making a deal with a genie. Like, yeah, you're going to get your wish granted, but...
What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
Uh-huh, yeah. What did you expect?
You feel something pull at you. The creature yearns for a master.
go.
But this isn't what she promised. I wanted him back the way he was, not this.
Okay. What should we do? I mean, he is back. And remember, it's all about the...
Bastard! Give it back! I thought you were going to hell! I thought...
Using Ethel's wand wasn't the best idea.
No matter, the deal is done, and the sacrifice was made.
Hi, friend. So I now have an undead ombre that I can summon whenever I want. Fun fact and slight spoiler, if you decide to give her the wand, then she tries to make the marriage work. Just FYI. It's adorable. It's romantic. Let's see. What should we do for Rev 2.0? I'm kind of thinking Sleet Storm. Because having an ice surface is always a good idea. Maybe a lightning bolt. Lightning bolt is nice too. Get some solid damage. Because we've already got the icicle spear. And essentially the Sleet Storm is an upgraded version of Ice Spear, but the icicle one is just a level 1 spell. And so you can use it a lot more. But do we want to replace anything? I love my magic missile. Chromatic orb is good. Scorching ray is good. Clouded dagger. Okay. I'm not insane. I'm not going to be sitting here replacing fireball. Okay? I'm not an idiot. Once you have fireball, you keep fireball. This is a basic rule. Alright, let's see. I could do mass healing word. Feign death, let's get rid of that and do mass healing word instead. Spirit Guardian is actually kind of nice. Incidentally, I do apologize. I know I'm just going through this stuff like really fast. And I know not giving a chance to actually see and read what's going on. Just for the sake of time. Because first off, I'm essentially technically out of time with regard to the what's it called? Let me see. There we go. Staff of Crones. Staff of Crones. So the Acid Arrow versus Ray of Sickness. Let's see. So the one I have now is better. So we'll keep that. Alright. Now, so now I've got a sort of kind of willing servant of an undead to just kind of hang out with me, so that's fun. And so we kept him for ourselves. Go us. We're awesome. We can do this. I'm going to see if I can find the dowry real quick with the trapped man thing here. Because I don't know if I'll be able to. Where was it? Freaking Wolverine. Oh, that's right. Joaquin's Rest. The problem is that we don't have too many obvious avenues of where things are supposed to be.
Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt.
Okay, if you were a dowry for a marriage, where would you be? Oh, the Red Prince! Fun! For those unfamiliar, the Red Prince is a character from another game that the same company made. Was it Laridan Studios, I believe? So they did Divinity, Original Sin, and Divinity 2, or they did Divinity and Divinity 2 Original Sin. Those are the two games. And the Red Prince is one of the main characters in those. Kind of like how we've got these folks, Will, Karlach, and Shadowheart. They are the what do you call them? Not the core characters, but the origin characters is what they're referred to as. Okay. If you were a dowry, where would you be? Also, for all of the kids in the audience and everything, don't go into a burning building, even if it's mostly not burning anymore. This is very dumb. I am a professional. I'm very smart. I can show this door what's what, for example. Also, by professional, I mean volunteer. I work as a volunteer firefighter for my town. Although we have done stuff like this before. It's interesting because actually not long ago, a local or a neighboring town did a they got a new facility, like brand new facility, absolutely gorgeous. And so we got to go in and basically destroy the old one. Like literally, absolutely destroy it, rip the entire thing apart. So we got to practice a lot of skills. It was a ton of fun. I got to slice holes through the roof for ventilation. We got to bust down doors. All sorts of different stuff. Basically things that we can never practice because, you know, it destroys a home. It's not the best idea. Okay. I don't immediately see the dowry. Where would the dowry be? So the dude is just sitting over here crying, or at least he was. I don't know if he still is. And it's like, I know it's worth looking for, but I honestly don't remember exactly where it is. A is for Azuth, the other gods. feel like that could be a very useful something or other. I'm not sure what we're looking for as far as like the size of a dowry. Incidentally, for anyone who doesn't know, a dowry is basically money and or other materials promised during a marriage. Most often from the family of the wife to the husband. You know, it's kind of like a bonus that you get, basically.
Mary, you should have stayed. She would have survived. If only I'd kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry. What am I gonna do? She's all I had. It's for her sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about it. We argued about it for hours. She said I'd never see her again. She was right. I'm sorry, Mary. Please.
That doesn't give us a lot to go on. And the whole house was attacked. We know this. We already went back here. There's a bunch of weird stuff. You know, I tried to be friendly with that ox. I really did. I had speak with animals and everything. So this is where there's like a secret door thing. Oh, like we knew the password, so we were able to get in. Alright, that's it. We're cheating. Okay, let's see here. Oxen. Again, I know it's cheating, I know it's unscrupulous.
Hey, there's a chest in here.
There we go. Here's our dowry. Seriously, we're literally finding a ring in a haystack. It's just, why? Hopefully I didn't need the actual chest as well. Hopefully just the contents will suffice. Actually, let's have a charismatic motherfudger speak. Oh, cry about it.
I know this doesn't change anything. I need some...
Yay, we did it! And I think we technically get no reward.
I won't forget what you did for.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
The nice thing is that he won't forget it, which in this game actually could mean something. For this specific case, I don't remember what it means. In case you don't know, this game is, like, insanely ginormous. Like, terrifyingly ginormous. Alright. Okay, so for next time, we've got a couple of options. We can either go to the Githyanki Creche, where we no longer have Lae'zel, our native Githyanki, because she was tragically killed in a camping accident. Or we can just head to the Act 2 area through some other means. The important thing is that we finished up Act 1. We're done with all of the major stuff that we can actually do here. At least all the major stuff that we found. And I'm not going to stand around and do a bunch of random whatevers. So, huzzah. Now, next week should be available, should be here. Excited for it. Hope that you all are excited for it as well. I know I'm glad that we're making significant progress going into Act 2. This is going to be where everything starts to go completely bat crap crazy. So it's very enjoyable. I hope that you guys are going to like it. That said, thanks so much for joining as always. Have a good weekend. Have a good rest of the time. Rev's not going to be here next week. But, going to Ren Fair. Rev, why are you stealing my moves? Like, that's my thing. That's what I do. I go to Ren Fair. That's not fair. It's not fair for you to go to the fair when I want to go to the fair. To be fair, I went to the fair a couple of weeks ago. It was a decent fair. It was too big. That's probably true. You've probably been going much longer than me. So, whatever. Either way, we went to another Ren Fair. It's much larger than our local one. It was okay. It wasn't great. I mean, it was certainly bigger. There was more stuff. There were more people, more vendors. My problem is that I can never find something cool for myself. I always have that hesitation in the back of my mind of like, really, Danny? Like, you don't need this. You're never going to use it. Or you'll use it, like twice a year when Ren Fair comes around. At best. So why bother? Just don't do it. But either way, I hope that you have a great time, Rev. And it's unfortunate that you're going to miss our transition to Act 2. But it should be fun. Maybe just for you, I'll skip it so that you can see the transition to Act 2. Or maybe I'll do the Githyanki thing, because that doesn't directly start Act 2. I know you haven't played this game, so I think it's something that you deserve to see, because the way that the transition is done is really cool. So maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll stick with doing the Githyanki stuff next week, so that you don't miss out on anything major. Again, though, our resident Githyanki tragically dead in a camping accident. So that said, thanks so much everybody for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of the weekend. Have a great week next week. Rev, have an awesome time at the Ren Fair. Hope that it goes well and that you can find some cool stuff that you'll actually be able to use, unlike me. And yeah, we'll still be around and making our way gradually through the Baldur's Gate 3. So, bye everybody!